I Can Do's it without doubt has been the horse that really started this huge passion for both Karen and I. We never thought he would race, and to be fair, a horse we never thought we would race. We would own. He was meant to go through the ring.
I Can Do's it was born in December 2005. He was a beautiful foal. We were very excited that we had a colt. From a foal, he looked very impressive. A week before the sales, unfortunately, he ran through a fence and really damaged his back leg, and it was devastating, wasn't it, Ken?
Yeah, absolutely devastating. I mean, he was our money shot per se. Without question, he was our #1 colt for the sales. So at the time, it was pretty tragic. I remember being very upset about it.
Ken and Karen rang me and asked me to have a look at the horse because they didn't think that they'd be putting him through the yearling sales, and he wanted my opinion. So I went out and had a look at him, and certainly when I first laid eyes on him, I thought he would be $100,000 yearling if he hadn't have been hurt, but that was just unfortunate, and the injury was bad enough too that it could have been threatening to his career. But we got him home and did a little bit of swimming with him to start with before he was actually broken in, but it mended well and went on from there.
Well, he went to the races and he did quite well early on, a couple of placings. Earned enough in those early days to qualify, and I mean just by $300 to get into the jewels in 12th position. But the great thing was that Tony Hurley drove him in that race, and I'll never forget our conversation afterwards. That he said, this horse is very, very special. And I said, you have me on? And he said, no, dead set. He said, this horse is trying to do it. And it really was the start of this wonderful career for this horse. All I Can Do is it really came right toward the end of his 3-year-old, but his 4-year-old, he was really hitting his straps and culminating with the great first win, which was the Jewels. From 12 months earlier, getting well beaten, to think he won the Jewels was just a huge accolade for the horse. We never imagined in a lifetime that this horse would go on and win 13 Group 1s and give us a ride. And he was just a fabulous horse.
Showtime, and wow, look at him go. I Can Do it first away by 5 lengths now from Dr. Hook. But have a look at him, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes I Can Do it. Oh, he blasted past him. I Can Do it. 15, 16, 17, 18, straight and as easy as you like. I Can Do it. He is a superstar.
I can remember being overseas, and we had all these missed calls, and I said, I think this horse may have won the Group 1 count.
The Road Cup.
And it was the Road Cup, and sure enough we had.
I Can Do it, storming home down the outside. I Can Do it, going out after them. Oh, right over the top, the underdog.
And we found out after that our eldest boy George had given the winning speech, which put a huge smile to us. It was just wonderful. Rod Kroon said, the youngest son, at the end of all the speeches, they said, do you want to say anything, Andrew? And young Andrew said to Rod Kroon, where's my dad's cheque? Just worrying about the money. So it's hilarious.
I Can Do it had an illustrious career. He won 36 races across Australasia, and he had multiple New Zealand records, which some of them still hold today. But at the end of his career, he sustained an injury. In the best interest for the animal, we decided to retire him. He came back to the farm and lives with his harem of broodmares, which he absolutely loves, and is enjoying his retirement on the farm. He keeps everyone together and under control, and sometimes with those younger horses that are a bit cocky, we'll send I Can Do's it in to put them in their place and keep everyone well behaved.
The last in the Dominions, he led the trot field out. We had Jeremy Markham, who had looked after the horse right throughout his career. It was his groom and did a lot of his track work. He said it made him feel sick. He actually shed a tear, old Jeremy, around the back straight. The old boy here thought he was out there to race. An interesting game, he saw Mark Purdon that night, and he wanted to see him perform in the stable. He thought it was on for all money. Yeah, they don't forget. Very, very special to have a horse like I Can Do it. I mean, they come along once in a lifetime. We've been lucky to have suppose we've been sport, we've been lucky to have other very, very good horses, but he will always be probably the horse that I'll remember for a lifetime, only through what he went through early on in those days when he looked like he through and would never even make the race course.